EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Sick guy. Check sick guy.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. One left. 36.
On second down now. It's Franklin, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Check.
On second down, Conner looking for space. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Wilson on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? This pass finds its way to Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Cardinals' 18-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Conner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to Connor here on first. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On third down, Franklin, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 22. Play fake. Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
Cardinals first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, 36. 36.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm on. Whip. Go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill. Shit.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down. Zimmerman across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So don't say nothing. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
They'll try and run forward with Connor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So fourth down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check hot route. Hot.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray looking downfield for Joe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him. Where? One left. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. To throw, it's Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56 at the mic. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. Call it a pickup of 7. And it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
19, 36 power. Check 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56, Mike.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
12. Still got 4 down. 56 to Mike. 57. I don't think you got it, son.
Operating from the gun. Wilson got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. On 1st down, Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Go. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 56 to Mark, boy. 56.
From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Eight. Check 4. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Good job right there. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Wilson now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson forced out to his left. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Yo, this is 6. Pull it. Now. Switch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. You must be dreaming. Mike, check 33.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
14, 14, got it. Check 52.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33. Coming to you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
33. Rip left. Rip left.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 85 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Smart that. Hey, 0, 0, 0. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
What's that? Right at 80. Check 56. Let's go, D.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll indeed take a